Let's journey through a typical day in ancient Rome. As you can probably tell, life was quite different.
Meet the Caesars. The father's name is Brutus, the mother's name is Tulla. Finally, they have a son named Scipio. Together we will journey with them through a typical day in ancient Rome.
The majority of Romans lived in either townhomes or apartments. A townhouse was meant for one family. They had a main room with other small rooms around. These homes were built with poles, branches, stone, and mud brick. Apartments were most common. Nearly all apartment blocks were made with timber, mud brick, and concrete. They could be no taller than 5 stories high, and they were most common in the lower class. Now the Caesars must get dressed. The toga virilis was a plain white linen or wool garment worn by adult male citizens in Rome. Roman women wore tunics. To show that she is married, Tulla wears a garment called the stola. It is a long tunic strapped at the shoulder and worn with accessories of that time period. Roman meals often consisted of grain, oil, and wine.
This bread is good.
Bread was very popular and eaten with honey, cheese, sausage, egg, or fish. Since milk was considered barbaric, goat and sheep milk was used mainly for making cheeses and medicine. Water could be dangerous back in that time, so many Romans drank watered-down wine that was spiced and warmed.
Now young Scipio makes his way to school. His father, Brutus, walks with him. Very rich families could afford private tutors, whereas average families like the Caesars could go to public schools. Girls could not go to school, and mothers would teach their daughters to do household work and anything else they might need. The main focus of schools would be reading, but ancient Romans also did some basic math. To complete work, students would write on wooden tablets covered in wax, with bronze sticks or iron sticks. The Roman baths were part of everyday life, where many people went for leisure activities. Public baths are similar to modern-day fitness clubs and community centers. Baths were also an area of social interaction that even contained museums and shopping areas.
I want to go to the gladiator fights.
The term gladiator comes from the Latin word gladius, which means sword. Gladiators came from all walks of life and included slaves, criminals, and even volunteers.
I want to go to the chariot races!
To be a chariot racer in Rome gave people the opportunity to become rich and famous. Chariot races were held in the circus, and the charioteers wore leather helmets, knee pads, and shin pads. In addition, charioteers would wear different colored tunics to represent what team they were on.
Fortunately, there will be no time tonight. You guys both have to go to sleep.
In ancient Rome, the man of the household had complete control. This meant that he could even kill off his offspring without consequences.